Well, welcome back to the Futures with Hogue and Deanna, and a hello 2024, Deanna.
Hello. Happy New Year, everyone. Good to see everybody.
Glad to see that you made it from our Friday happy hour.
Oh yes, I'm still slightly recovering. Obviously, didn't stop at 1, did I?
And you were drinking Kentucky snow cones.
I was. Yeah, it's really nice.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I love it too now. So thanks for that new vice.
Yeah, you always drink the finest wine of Kentucky.
Yeah.
So yes, we've got Deanna here with us, and of course Johnny Hogue's going to join us, and we've got we're going to be doing balloon animals and donkey rides coming up here very shortly.
Yep.
Just for the kids themselves. But yes, we are back to the futures here, seeing if we've got some opportunity. Before we logged in here, Deanna and John were talking about this crude, and I'd like to continue because we are sitting right on the bottom right now, 70.18. And Deanna, what are you seeing here in crude for us?
Yeah, so let me expand this chart a little bit.
I'm listening.
So that everybody can see. So obviously today we have a single directional day with a little bit of a breather in the middle of the day. However, we never made it past the initial balance low upon that pullback, which is exactly where one of my trades today was. I'm not sure that I want to fight this too much today, but we do have a little bit of daily demand level coming up. Literally just as I'm talking about this. Yeah.
Please.
So here we go. This is what I'm talking about. So this is where the buyers came from before.
Mm-hmm.
This area that starts from about 70.13, and it's a pretty big area, obviously, because it's a daily chart. It spans over 200 ticks. So that's not that useful for intraday, but it gives us context. It means that we had some gap fill that happened earlier today. And this is like definitely some kind of inventory adjustment, I would say. What do you reckon, Hogue?
From last night, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it should be. It's a little bit beyond that, I think.
But this is crude oil for you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean, it does that. It's the new year. There will be people looking to offload old positions so they can maybe kick off some new positions. So I'm probably guessing that's what we've got going on here. But having said that, because we are at the bottom of that range, we could have a little bit of a pop upside into settlement, which is in about 20 minutes time or so.
All the way back up to settlement, huh?
No, well, it's into. I'm talking into the settlement. So we're So I'm not thinking it's going to go all the way back to 71.33, but at the same time, we've seen weirder things happen. So
we've got some liquidity down here at 70 even.
Yeah, which is always the case
on the bid.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. So if we do manage to stabilize a little bit here, we might see some buyers stepping in. This is my trade from earlier, so just going to remove that. Grabbed about 65 ticks from there. Battled the market a little bit at the beginning because I missed the initial balance. And my first hypothesis was that we're going to have a failed auction back through some of the initial balance. Obviously never happened. And then I managed to catch some of the short, but then I got hit on another short, and then I was back to scratch. And then I was like, okay, just breathe. So then I had about a couple of hours break, came back, and I saw it tagging the initial balance low. So I decided that was a pretty good area to look for a weakness. And it was. So here we are.
Very nice.
Some up 650 on the day.
That'll work. First day of the trade, yeah. Now, Johnny, you mentioned the 70 evens, 170 plus there.
Yeah.
Deanna, what do you say? What do you think when you see like a large bidder offered? You got the dome, don't you? You got the dome there.
Yeah, somewhere on one of my charts.
What's your take?
I even have, to be honest, I even have Bookmap as well. So
okay, so
it just helps me to kind of visualize things.
Sure.
So
I might have to get me some bookmap.
yeah, it just makes things easier, especially if you have like bright lights shining in your face and stuff. It just makes
Hollywood.
these.
Easier,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah, it just makes it easier, especially none of us are getting any younger. I know my eyes are certainly not. I'm trying to put bookmap back where it should go, but it won't. It won't. Okay, here you go. I grabbed it. Let's see. So if you can see some of that.
I
It
mean,
won't let
throughout the
me.
day,
It won't let me grab. Okay, here we go. Okay.
throughout the day, I
So-
mean, crude has just been heavy. It's just been dominated by sellers.
Yeah, it's
but-
just nature of unidirectional days always.
I mean, I'd be afraid to put a buy on here, but I'm showing some size, at 70
Mhm.
even.
Exactly.
I'm
Yeah.
wondering if we can get through that. It seems like
Yeah.
the market's moving against it.
Hold on. Let me just try and get this bookmap onto the other screen. It seems to have gotten stuck now.
There we've got planet
might have to-
Pluto,
I might
there's
have to-
Venus, Saturn.
Yeah,
Like planets.
I love the
Where is that?
Delta balls.
Yeah.
Delta balls with a little sauce on there, huh? A little
Yeah.
Parmesan.
Yeah. Very nice. Right. Should we try a long maybe?
Yeah,
This daily
I'm-
demand. We have S1. We have this is a pivotal level that I might use on days like this. So you know how I have my average daily ranges, average session
Right,
ranges.
right.
Well, this is kind of an extension of that. And in some of my research, S1, which is where we are right now, here it is, S1, it can be a good level for this time of day.
And that's
So for a reversal.
010 probably.
So I have it at 7007, literally exactly where this is attempting to turn around.
I've got a bid in. I'm with you.
Okay. So
Yeah, I was thinking of joining that bid too.
okay, I'm in.
Oh, you're long?
Mhm.
Oh, I'm trying to get a pullback.
I use 35 ticks for my stop loss, so I don't really need to be that exact. And if I miss these moves like into the last sort of 15, 20 minutes, it kind of hurts me more than getting a stop hit.
Because you missed it.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm right. I know what to expect after all these years. And if it doesn't work out, it's fine. I can kill it early. But if I'm not in and I'm right from the level that I was looking at,
You feel like you're missing
That's
a good
like-
party.
yeah, that's like knife in my chest. And it's like,
Oh, ouch.
yeah.
Where are you long?
70. Where's the price in here? I'm trying to get the grip. 70.24. There we go. Hold on. You can see.
That's what it was when I put in my bid. That's happened to me a couple of times lately. I'm gonna just start getting in.
Yeah, this is why I use market orders. I started getting annoyed with not getting fills in my limit orders because the limit orders, they have to fill you
Right.
at either the limit or better price, right?
Right.
And when they don't quite have enough orders available, sometimes you just hang and you wait and you wait, and then it moves away, and you're like, what happened?
Wait,
So I don't want that.
I'm not in yet.
Yeah. So we'll see. Okay.
Yes, Jack Sparrow, FOMO is real.
Yes, it is.
I wouldn't say this is FOMO. This would be just research with experience and then just not hesitating, just not going, am I going in? Should I go in? Should I not go in? I'm just like daily demand, time of day,
Done.
S1. We had big drop, buyer stepping in. Let's go. It's like, what are we waiting for? So at least that's how I think. I don't know.
All right. So we just get a little pullback there. I'm in now.
Yeah. Again, I'm not looking for, a huge move. So if I can get like 30 to 40 ticks here from this.
Basically 1-to-1.
Yeah.
Oh boy, should I put a one lot on here? I'm looking at our recipes here to diversify. I don't want everybody to be on crude. I'm gonna be a buyer here in the S&P one time.
Okay.
All right, 47.80. I am long one.
S&P, we do have a neutral day.
Right.
We have a little bit of excess to the buy side, but it is a neutral day, so
Yeah. Where are you long, Eddie?
I am long 47.80 in the ES.
Oh, okay. 47.80. All right.
47.80. I just have a feeling
All right.
might see a little recovery here. Big sellers here throughout the day, early, pre-market. I mean, those sellers slammed the market all the way down to about where we are right now.
Yes,
Buyers tried to pick it up around, I don't know, 9 o'clock.
we have negative delta also in the S&Ps, Eddie, negative 11,000. So that's aggressive sellers. Have they been successful in moving price lower?
I would say so. Yeah, we'll see here. It's a one lot.
yeah.
Deanna, are those unconventional charts that you use, and how do you use them for entries and exits?
Unconventional charts. Well, I'm not sure what. No, this is just a standard 30-minute candlestick chart. But I do have the TPOs overlaid over the charts, and those are my indicators from my technology team, BlaTech, very innovatively named BlaTech.
Yeah, why BlaTech? Just
it wasn't me. It was the CTO. So it was originally just his company. So he used to have this thing, just constant. You know how MPs always say, "Oh, all of that and blah blah blah." Well,
right.
this guy does the same thing. He's always like, "Yeah, you know all of that and blah blah blah." And then eventually he, I suppose, when he was starting his company, he was like, "What should I name the company?" And he goes, "I know, BlaTech." I'm like, okay.
Michael should start a company called Woozy Woos.
Woozy Woos.
The Woozy Woos.
Yeah. Yeah. LLC, of course. Woozy Woos LLC.
Woozy Woos.
Hey, we got Coach Jay joining us here in the chat. Hello, Coach Jay.
Oh, Jay.
Hello, Jay.
Carl put up 635 in crude today. Nice going, Carl.
Nice one.
Very nice.
Right, now let's see if we can actually get some people interested in this long. We have a little bit of a reversal on a 5-minute chart, but also a little bit of a selling wick from a nearby supply. It's a very small time frame supply.
You're looking at the 5 now.
Yeah, this is the 5-minute. So what I'm seeing here is that we really need to take out this area. So it starts from 70.40 and then all the way to 70.56. If the market cannot battle this and we still keep getting sellers here, I'm going to bail.
Let me know if you do. Because I'm here with you.
Yeah. Where did you enter?
37. And we had that pullback. So I said, all right, let's try that.
Okay.
Blah.
Well, Deanna, we've got you at a different time here today, and I just want to ask you, are you looking at the markets differently?
No, this is actually the time when I would look for my final trade of the day. So it's actually perfect.
Spinal trade, did you say?
Nice.
Like Spinal Tap?
Final.
Oh, final.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spinal. Yeah, spinal.
Like,
turn it up
what's
to
that
11. Yes. We are turning it up to 11, definitely. But no, yeah, it's literally the time of day when the markets typically might create a high probability reversal trade, simply because we are coming into settlement time when the former open outcry markets used to settle in crude oil. And sometimes you see these take profit moves, which might not be massive, but they might be good enough to kind of skim another 30 or 40 ticks.
Get some dough out of them.
Yeah. And again, this time of day used to be the time of day that used to save my butt, even if I didn't have that great of a day. So I would kind of find one trade like for the final part, and that would bring me back to scratch before I was when I was less skilled. Let's put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, D, Coach Jay has got a question for you. Do you trade crude after it settles?
I might hold a position after it settles, but the only time I would trade it after settlement would be if we have an extraordinarily large day and maybe we have something fundamental going on. So there's quite a bit of volume still kicking around, or if we've had maybe a big day like today, although this is not that unusual for crude oil. Seeing 350 tick moves is actually within the norm. But what I would say is that on most days, if you can't find a position by about 12, is it 12:30 over there? It's 1:30. It's 1:30. Yeah. So if you can't find a position by about 1:15, you're probably done on most days. So if I don't have a setup, if I don't have a level, if I don't have a position, I won't be looking for any new positions past settlement.
Nice. Let's see here. There's a question. What time does crude settle? It's 1:30 Central. Thank you, Coach Jay.
Yep.
So in about 9 minutes.
Yeah.
D, what'd you get the dogs for Christmas?
They got a big deer leg. Yeah, a cat.
A deer leg.
A deer leg, yeah. So I wrapped it up in like brown wrapping paper, and they love boxes and tearing up boxes and stuff. So I figured, how can I make their day really nice? So I wrapped it all in like, I actually still have it here somewhere. So it's just literally like brown wrapping paper, so they can tear it open. And then they were chewing on the bones. So, it's pretty, I'm sorry to any vegans here, it's pretty disgusting, but it's literally just deer legs. And they were just in heaven. And then they also had some cheese. So everybody had like mini cheese stick.
Deer legs and cheese. That's what we had for Christmas dinner.
Yeah, exactly.
It's deer legs and cheese.
Same
Wait
here.
a minute.
Where did you get a deer leg? Did you kind of
from a deer probably?
Off the
Yeah,
street?
well, over here, it's a local shop basically. They call the Hound. Yeah, and in the UK, you have deer population that gets culled every so often.
Sure.
You have the Richmond Park, which is full of deer, and it's just something that you find in the UK. So you even have like deer farms and stuff. But I can't remember. There is a point where deer population starts to be detrimental to like the rest of the population in parks.
Sure.
And then they have a period of the year when they cull them, and that's where it comes from. So yeah, somewhat I suppose a bit more ethical than just farming and killing deer for the sake of it.
Yeah. You don't want to do that.
It's not want not, and I tell you, that's, it works for the pooches, and by all means. Ooh.
Well, we're getting close here.
Yep.
About 8 minutes left.
Mm-hmm.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dum, dum, dum.
I'm thinking here the S&P still got some sellers here, and I'm on the wrong side of the city right now.
Well, yeah, but you're right. You're low value. We did have a failed auction at the bottom this morning. Just a little one. I mean, it's just 3 ticks, but still.
Yeah, so that makes it a neutral day. So
Right, because we traded both sides.
yeah. But the entry, I probably would have tried to get the entry a little bit closer to the session low, just because the range is not too big. And that's when the accuracy and precision has to come into play.
Where's my stop? I don't currently have a stop, and I should probably put something. What's the word I'm looking for? Catastrophic.
Yeah, catastrophe stop. Mine is at 69.90.
Come on.
You know, I like my 30 to 35.
Yes,
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to need it though.
No, because it is going up. Famous last words.
God, I'm sitting here thinking how much my dog Lacey would love a deer leg.
Oh yeah, I bet you would.
She would be like,
I would bring her one, but might be a little bit weird me carrying deer legs in my suitcase. What's this?
See, now my dogs like pig ears, and I think that's pretty.
Yeah. They're pretty fatty though, because some of mine, they love pig's ears, but you give it to them and then they kind of, one of them is a little bit weird. Seven is her name, and she's a bit anxious. So she kind of goes around and collects all of because remember, I have 8 dogs. So whoever doesn't eat their pig's ear, she gets all of them and then stuffs herself stupid in pig's ears. And then I come over and she's like, this is mine, this is mine. She doesn't growl or anything, but it's just hilarious to see how primal she goes.
I can see that.
Yep.
Here's something TBD is saying, John, you're always counseling risk management. How can you justify putting on a trade without a stop?
There's a stop in. I just didn't have it. I just kind of watching. It's not like I walked away or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
as long as you're there to kill it, and it's not like you're in with like huge size. It's just one.
Right.
Yeah.
But I appreciate it. You gotta keep me accountable to that, Bob. Gotta keep me accountable to that.
Yeah. We're still struggling around that supply, and we've got 3 minutes left. So I'm not sure we have time for this.
Well, we got a poll here with 293 votes. Will you be with us bell to bell on the first trading day of the year? Well, there's 82% that says yes.
Ooh, that's nice.
10% says want to but can't. 7% said I just checked in now and then. Okay. Thank you. Question for Deeyan Hogue. With just excess on both ends, single HVN on the day's distribution, is the day type considered a neutral day, or should there be a significant excess?
What market?
Neutral day is a neutral day.
Yeah.
So I like to define it via the TPO profile rather than the volume profile. And just the fact that they mentioned HVN makes me think that they're looking at the volume profile.
Volume profile, right.
Yeah. I don't think it needs excess on both sides. You can have just, regular moves, but as long as you have, I have an additional way to see whether we have the regular sort of rotational day or not. And the more sort of D-shaped the day is as a neutral day type, the better chances are of it pinging back and forth. So for example, in ES, I would say this is more of a D-shaped day. So it's pretty evenly distributed throughout the day. And I wouldn't need to see any excess or anything to call this a neutral day and to start using the extremes.
We even have it. All right, I got out.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah, I'm out as well. Hold on. There we go. I'm out. Done. All right, so I'm 8:30 up on the day now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Up about $100. That's about it. I'm good with that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so looking at the profile here, XS.
Yeah.
Point of control's right in the middle. Normal day. Well, normal variation day, but
that's ES, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a pretty standard neutral day type.
Yep.
And if anything, this would be 77 would have been my sort of area for a long. Just because we're closer to the session low.
Yeah.
The demand there, that's where the buyers came from.
Value low.
Value low, exactly. Yep. So just by the fact that you do have a neutral day, we're coming into that final part of the session as well. It's got a good chance to turn around yet again.
Eddie, you're still long, right?
Yeah, I'm still holding that position here.
All right, good.
Basically back to square one here. Very close to it.
Yeah, no, I think you're looking good. It didn't take out the lows.
Yeah.
Trade location could have been better, but you're low end of value, so you got to move up this point of control. High end of value. You're looking at a 10-point move.
Yep.
Come on, baby.
Yeah.
All right. No, I'm not going to shiv you in the shower, and please don't drop the soap. I wear a bandana, and I think I'm a meanie.
No, Eddie's a sweetheart.
I'm a sweetie. Johnny knows that.
All right, so crude oil settlement is done. And then we're going to see what happens with volume. This could be one of the days when we do have some movement past settlement. But again, because it's the first day of the year, and I was already sitting on some profits. Obviously, we don't want to risk that. So profit preservation comes over yet another trade that might or might not work.
Or might not, right?
Yeah.
There's some size here at 47.75 in the S&P 500 contracts sitting on one level.
Let's have a look.
Jack, tuned in late. How close are you passing the combine? Well, it was 2024, and I did a boo-boo. I fat fingered a reset. I was inside of $200 last time we talked, passing the combine, but no big deal. I'm not going to worry about it. New year, new opportunities, and so far today, so far so good. A little work. I mean, I'm taking the heat, but it's part of the business.
As long as you have a plan, that's all that matters.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, people asking what the dome looks like, orders look like above 47.80. It's thin up there. There's not a lot.
It's very thin, yeah. I don't see anything up there.
Here.
I'm trading S&Ps.
Kind of irks me.
Yeah.
Where's all the volume? Where's
like Eddie said, there's like some buyers at 47.75, but we seem to be moving away from that now. Yeah.
Market might target that liquidity there.
Yeah. But when?
When?
That is the question.
I don't know. All I know is blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Tech.
Blah, tech. It's kind of doing the woozy woos up here.
The woozy woos, yes. What was that drink that JD was having? Topochinko or something like that.
I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
Eddie knows. Eddie knows.
Man.
It was something like that, wasn't it?
I was loving it, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say Peter. Oh my goodness.
Something Chinka. I remember that. Yeah.
But it was fun just saying it.
It was very fun to say it. Yeah.
Topo Chico?
No, Topo Chico?
Topo Chico, yes, I think that was it. Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
It's a mineral water, people are saying.
Yeah, but he was drinking it with something else. I think.
Yeah.
Hard seltzer. Yeah. Hard seltzer. There you go.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Topo Chico.
Yeah.
Topo Chico.
I kind of wish I was drinking hard seltzer on Sunday.
What's that?
You're drinking moonshine.
Yeah, I was
snorting moonshine.
I was drinking Kentucky snow cones, but for too long, I guess. Maybe I didn't hydrate enough. I didn't eat enough. I don't know. I just kept drinking.
I was in bed pretty early. On Saturday, I actually posted a Twitter just with me and my dogs in bed, and it was like 9 p.m. or something ridiculous. So it was like crazy party over here.
Yeah.
And that was pretty much my day the next day as well.
Yeah, I didn't do much yesterday.
Yeah.
Still feel like I'm clearing out today. Drinking lots of water.
Yeah, detox, hydrate.
Waiting for my oxygen to come from Amazon.
Oh yeah. I love my oxygen.
Be careful, Amazon. They're jacking the prices up again.
Are they?
For Amazon Prime, yeah. And then what they're doing is they're going to be charging you, if you don't want commercials during your movies, which I thought that's why I was paying for it, $2.99 a month.
Do they have like different channels on Amazon Prime like they do here, and you have to like pay for each of the channels?
I think they do have some extra channels too, and I know that we have a few.
BBC One, BBC Two, BBC Three.
Is that on Prime?
No,
because we have BBC obviously here as a part of our service, so I wouldn't be paying extra for BBC.
No.
Are you? All the sellers are back in S&Ps.
Yeah, well, there's the 4775. You called it, Eddie.
Damn it.
Well, somebody called it in the chat.
4775 is a target. I mean, they're going to go get that liquidity, unfortunately. Eddie, you're still in?
I'm still in. I'm still holding here.
I mean, it's not a
patience.
It's not a killer, but so Deanna, in London, are you a mod or are you a rocker?
Oh, Christ, I don't know. I mean, I used to be like a bit emo, I suppose. I don't know what they call it these days, but when I was young, they called it emo. So I had big purple hair, and then I had black hair, then I had pink hair. So yeah, I was pretty alternative. So maybe
mod, maybe.
No, I don't know.
Not gothic.
Mod. No, well, I was kind of in between gothic, on the verge of being a goth.
See, we had emo here, but he was a comedian called Emo Phillips.
I see. Yeah.
Remember Emo Phillips, Johnny?
Yeah.
Emo. It was about the time when I started hitting the stage doing stand-up. It was like, wow,
he was really strange, but he was funny.
He was strange, yes. Very strange.
Yeah, that was like late 80s.
Yeah, 80s, early 90s.
Before emo was a thing.
Yeah. I think they have a different name for it now, for that sort of a look, where it's sort of like fashion hair colors and, alternative dress styles, but they don't call it emo anymore. I don't know what they call it. Maybe some millennials in the chat can help us out.
Yeah, come on, kids.
Yeah, exactly.
So
educate us old people.
Are you a Who fan?
Yeah.
Like the band The Who?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Oh, I was talking about the Quadrophenia, the mods and the rockers.
Right. Okay.
I thought you were talking about the World Health Organization.
Yeah, that was just about a joke. Yeah.
Oh,
I was like,
please,
talking about the World Health.
No, I'm not a fan of them.
No, me neither, I've got to say.
And my I don't know, 4th grade son, bringing him home from football practice one time, and he says, "Dad, what do you think the best album is? Is it Led Zeppelin 4 or The Who's Quadrophenia?" I was like, dude, I am so proud at this moment.
You.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, say no more. Say no more.
Oh, man. I tell you, the kids, like years ago, the kids around here, they all got back into getting record players. And numerous knocks on the door. Ed, you got any old albums we could use? And I'm like, yes, I do. Yeah, they were digging, and they still do,
Yeah, we cleared out a whole bunch of vinyl years ago. We literally had stacks and stacks of it. Because my husband, he's still fancies himself a part-time DJ sort of thing. I mean, he works in the banking as well, but there was a time when he was actually doing some gigs and stuff. So he had a lot of vinyl, and he used to play a few clubs here and there.
I still have a whole bunch of my vinyl, but they were the ones that I just could not part with.
Yeah, the special ones. Yeah.
Yeah. So I still have those, but I got maybe that much.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
Well, the 75s are getting close here in the S&Ps, 533. And I
Mhm.
do believe gold closes at 130. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's central.
Central
Gold is 12:30, I think.
12:30. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it 12:30
Yeah.
central?
Yeah.
1:30 Eastern.
Yes. It's an hour earlier than crude oil.
And it's funny because like on a day when there's an announcement at 1:00, like FOMC, settlement will already have settled. And then if it moves really far away from it, everybody's like, well, why did gold settle down there?
Yeah, it's like that makes no sense. Yeah,
Right,
that's because the settlement happened before FOMC. Yeah. I know sometimes, common sense needs to be applied to some of the events. And it's like, of course, it's going to move. So it doesn't.
Right.
It's not like in the old days where the market's just shut and that's it. Everybody goes home.
Right.
They're open all the time. It's just there was
Still
no
going.
electronic settlement time. So
Still here, still going.
Spartan, they don't call them gangs; they call them clubs. You'll get beat to a pulp if you call a biker gang. Yeah, they don't like that term.
Really?
It's a club. Yes.
yeah,
Any
they're
one
not
of them.
gang, are they?
We're a biker club.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
All right, we've got a poll. Are you subscribed to Amazon Prime? 68% said yes, 31% said no.
I've got to admire the 38%.
I tell you though, I take advantage of it. If I need something here today, I mean, some of the stuff you can get delivered same day.
Yeah.
If I'm paying the money, yeah, get it here. I need a box of paper clips. Get it here.
Hey, I just got a box of Post-it notes. Super sticky.
Amazon?
I really need. Yes, of course. I get everything off Amazon. There's like boxes coming through all the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I ran out. I literally ran out. I don't know whether some of the puppies got hold of them. Like I said, they like paper, and I just couldn't find any. So I was like, I need no Post-its like now. So where do you go? Amazon.
Even bit half. What Led Zeppelin cover band were you at this weekend? I'm going to one in March. I go every year, usually with my son, but he's got a wedding to go to, so I'm bringing my daughter and her boyfriend.
Oh.
But there's a great Zeppelin cover band that comes over around here once in a while. These guys are I'm telling you, if you look at their schedule, they're working 250 days a year.
Yeah, not surprised. I mean, some of these tribute bands, they are killing it, man.
With one singer? I mean, that's tough.
Especially singers singing like Robert Plant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, D. I've been following a band called Awaken. It's a Yes cover band.
Right.
And I tell you, you close your eyes and it's like, man, these guys nailed it. And big Yes fan. And we'd sit there with the guys.
Yes, it's hard. We used to do a cover of Owner of the Lonely Heart, and I remember just doing the harmonies was the harmonies are awesome, but they are quite hard to sing because they've got the guys got really high voice.
John Anderson,
obviously, constantly singing in that pitch, your voice gets really fatigued, especially for men.
Want to hear my high voice?
Go on.
Here it is.
There it was.
There it was.
There it is.
There it was.
Yeah.
Owner of
Yeah,
a Lonely
that's
Heart.
what I'm going to see. Even bids. Oh, it's Cashmere. I haven't seen Cashmere, but Get the Let Out I've seen. Might have to go check out Cashmere. Were they good?
Danielle like this. There you go, Danielle. Danielle's here. Hello, Danielle.
Hey, Danielle.
Yes, there's going to be a fire drill tomorrow. Pass it on, please. It'll be during Fast Market. Fast Market starts at 8:30 Central till 10:30. Yes.
Jason Bonham's Led Zeppelin Experience. I did see that. Hammer of the Gods. That's another one. Get the Light Out is the one I'm seeing.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I've seen Bonham's Led Zeppelin Experience.
Hub, I like your idea. 5,000 likes and D should sing for us, but with only 1,700 people.
Oh
here,
yeah. And I'll sing backup.
I haven't sung in years, guys. So if we do that, I'm gonna need like a couple of months to practice, get back in. A voice is a muscle, just like any other muscle. So think about going to the gym and making your muscles strong and able to handle endurance and all of that. Well, the voice is the same way. So if you don't keep up with it, obviously, I mean, you'll still be okay. Probably, but there are things that you might not be that great at. So, you need, we're going to be doing singing.
I came across a picture when I was playing in a band, me singing out a microphone and the saxophone players to my right. And I'm like, man, I'd never be able to sing like that again. Never.
I mean, I did gigs up until... I don't know, what year was it? 2015, I think, was the last gig that I did.
Ago. No.
Yeah, so it wasn't that long ago.
I wonder when mine was.
Yeah, when was yours?
Well,
sure, you must.
12 years ago, I did a kind of solo acoustic and vocal thing.
Okay, God,
not just around here, but my last drumming gig. Oh, you know what? I sat in with another band the night before Thanksgiving, like 5 years ago.
What?
I thought I was going to die. I was dying. Just,
Was it ABBA?
And ABBA sticks for so long.
Honestly, somebody said to me, hey, why don't we do like a jam, bring the guitar? And my fingers are just so soft now. I was like, there's no way. I would be bleeding 15 minutes into the gig. It's not good.
Yeah, my pads are gone too.
Mm-hmm.
I just put a little super glue on the tips of your fingers.
Gotta get back to it.
See, I tried that. It doesn't really work because the super glue just gets it just goes away. There is a trick though that I used to do if I was maybe on a break and then I needed to harden up my fingers again. There's this liquid which is kind of a mix of, I think it's like iodine and alcohol. And they use it for horses' hooves to make them harder. And and that worked. Like you basically dip your fingers and you let it dry and you just go to bed with that. And instead of taking like a couple of weeks for the fingers to develop calluses, they harden literally almost like 2-3 days time.
Really?
Yeah. And it's like a really horrible, obviously, color because the iodine is really quite red and
right.
Yeah, so it stains everything. So you literally have to dip your fingers for about 10 minutes and then let it dry and just go to bed. Don't touch anything.
Well, if you need it, it works. It works. What are you gonna do? Oh, we're getting so close to these 75s. Oh my goodness!
Magnet.
Couple ticks off those. 400, 500 still there, and we are 5 1/4. My goodness. I've been leaning the wrong way all day.
And you're still up though.
I'm still up because the thing is my patience trades are the wrong way. But when I come back to see an opportunity, going for just quick base hits, short trades, a little scalping here and there, those are bringing in money. Maybe I shouldn't have changed my strategy, but I need to work on my patience, and that's what I'm doing.
The liquidity is lower, man. I'm telling you, geez. Look at above. There's never more than 100, never more than 200. But down below, there's 200, 200, 300, 300, 200, 200, 200, 200, 200, 300.
Yeah, there's certainly some cards sitting there.
Yeah, we're sitting right there. I'd say if we blow through this, that's just it. I'm just going to get out of this trade.
I mean, they haven't really assaulted the level. Usually if they're going to take out such a big order and then all of the subsequent orders underneath, you would see more confidence approaching the level. Did you think, Hogue?
It looks like they're creeping up to the edge of a volcano.
Yeah, they're like, oh, is it there?
Oh. Don't want to fall in.
My.
That's funny.
It's train.
There we
Oh, here they go.
Okay, so, okay.
Gone.
Yeah.
Gone.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Well, they're in the volcano now.
They're falling in. Yeah. They're smoking.
Come on. Wow. See, and you know what? Those went like really quick.
Yeah.
Somebody came in and hit those with a big order. Let's see here. 125 on 129 lot. Yep. Time is sales. So they came in big.
Mm.
Are you watching time and sales, Eddie?
I got it right here. Yeah.
Does it help? I mean, when you look at it, I mean,
You know,
can see what kind of packages hit that?
well, for something like that, yeah, I'd like to see, how strong. That was pretty strong.
Mm.
Those offers came in and smoked it.
See, on
I don't
crude
know.
oil, because it's such a thin market, it doesn't really work that way. You look at the time and sales, and because it's a thin market, they still have to chunk it in like little bits. And it's extremely difficult to see whether it was actually one person or one institution doing that, or whether it's just a whole bunch of people sort of coming in right after or right before then. It's, I find ES is, when you look at the tape, it's much easier to spot these events. Having said that, in crude oil, if you do have stacked levels, you have these days when there's nothing. We had one on Friday where there was like a ton of interest and liquidity stacked at 0.84. I can't remember exactly where, and I think it turned literally to the tick. So that's what crude oil is good for when it comes to tape. But it's an entirely different way of looking at things. And I've never, like, whenever I looked at time and sales, I was like, how does that help me? But ES definitely helps a lot more because you can see the size of the orders that have gone through as it was happening. It's not quite the same in crude oil.
See, time of sales was mostly on the trading floor when somebody bitched about a price. When you're on the phone, you're like, you paid 35 on 127. What?
Print.
What? No, I didn't pay. Yeah, you paid 35. I want time of sales. So you'd have to go in there and wait, and especially after a fast market, you'd be in line for like 10, 15 minutes. People just get time of sales.
Okay, so here we go. I'm using my Blatic time machine on crude oil.
All right, Coach Vince says bust a trade. I'm going to bust a move. I'm towing low, going to bust a move.
So this is what I'm talking about. So let me just mark that a little bit better.
All right.
So this area here. So it was 73.85, and I could see stacks of orders at 73.84, and then a whole bunch of them above it.
Mm.
And we literally that's where it turned, and it never looked back.
Okay.
It just went. So for those kinds of plays, that's actually really, really useful, but it has to be like stacks of levels. It can't be just like one price. And if you do see stacks of levels on the dome in crude oil, you definitely can use that. And again, I don't watch ES that much to that level of detail because I'm not a core ES trader. So I don't know, maybe you guys can, especially you, John, does the same thing apply in ES if you have like stacks of orders? Does that work as a potential supply or demand area or not? Do they just smash through it?
So usually, and something I've kind of noticed of late is the market's going to go to the liquidity. So those order stacks are going to attract price.
So it goes to it, but then it's not that clear what's going to happen around it.
Right. I mean, if it blows through and there's more liquidity below, then it goes there.
Interesting.
It's kind of what we're looking at in the S&Ps because we saw that 75 had some size, right? Well, looking above, there's nothing more than 100, 140 on every offer. Down below, we've got 430, 300, 300, 300. The liquidity's lower.
Yeah.
So the price is kind of going to that liquidity.
Yeah.
Dee, I mean, the market's job is to facilitate trade.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to facilitate trade if it goes to the volume, right?
And having said that, we also have average session range that is not done yet. Average daily range is finished, so we've smashed through that. But the average session range is actually down at 1764, 1765, 4765. Yeah.
Okay, and let's
So
see.
there's still space. There's still space.
4765, and that's where the liquidity kind of dries up down there.
Right. Okay. So again, that's why some of these levels might be good turning points. We still have a neutral day. We are now getting that extra liquidity because the bond markets are going to close soon, aren't they? They settle
Right.
earlier. And when that happens, we get that extra influx of volume for the last hour.
Eddie, what do you got going on, Eddie?
Well, I cut my loser short,
Mhm.
and then I reversed my opinion and
Short, yeah.
caught a
short?
trade here. Yeah, I
Okay.
got short. Caught a
Okay.
small winner. So before that trade, I'm only down about maybe $30 from my 440. So
Mhm.
I'm on 410 right now. So
Nice.
little rebound.
Yeah, good job. That's quick thinking, guys. Yeah. So whoever's in the chat, that's what professional traders do. And that's called situational awareness.
Wow, I like that.
Yeah.
I'm a situation awareness person.
Yeah.
Well,
Because you don't freak out.
momentum.
You have an idea. The first idea didn't work. You take in the new information that the market has given us. I was listening to Hoag's, what do you call him? your lecture.
Oh, the coaching?
Coach's
Yes.
Corner.
Yeah. So the Hoag was literally saying that you have to take in, you pay a bit of money for some information, but then if you don't take in the new information and you're able to take advantage of it, what use is it, right? So we also have to be able to be flexible enough to see whether we can find an opportunistic trade, just like Eddie did now. And that's situational awareness. That's nothing else. That's experience.
Something changes. You respond to it.
Yeah, exactly. It's difficult to develop, and it begins by having orientation points that you can rely on. And then eventually it's just time and experience. So it's all just experiential data that we all have to go through. There's no shortcut to doing this. I think everybody just needs to spend time trading.
I'm wondering if I want to get short.
Well, my live account is only NYMEX at the moment, but I don't know. I'm gonna wait until we get to my level that I have, because I don't like scalping, especially not levels that I don't have.
But it's what I got right now.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we trade in a similar way, but there are plenty of differences still.
Yeah.
You're much better at scalping than I am.
Man, oh man, it just eats me up.
Oh, it eats everybody up. I don't know, unless you're sub 30, I think.
S&P is more size here, down around the 68 level. 400, 300, 400, 400. But the thing is, I tell you, these sellers just ate that last big bid right up.
Yep.
I don't know. Like Dante says, I said I was done for the day. Dante, you're probably right.
It's hard to sit there.
Dante keeping you accountable, huh?
Yeah. Well, Dia's here. I want to trade with her.
Exactly.
Joe Sam says, "Hi, Deanna. Have heard of your courses from a friend. Nice to hear you speak live." Yeah.
Oh, that's very nice. Welcome. Hello.
Sign up for her courses. What are you waiting for, Joe Sam's?
Exactly. Let's pass the combines, guys. Let's get funded.
Can we get a couple links for her in here, please, in the YouTube chat, please?
Thank you.
And we can. Oh, and I've got your crude cup.
Oh, yes.
You're going to be on.
Slippery. Yes, crude oil.
I gotta get me one of those.
Actually, It's a very nice cup, and I mean the artwork on it is really nice. Maybe you can see it from
thank
here.
you.
I don't know if you can see it.
Market stalker.
Yeah,
Market
and it
stalker.
says crude oil is slippery.
The
There it
chameleon.
is. Crude oil
Yeah.
slippery.
Ah, like it.
Yeah. He looks how I feel.
He looks very grumpy. He looks very grumpy. Like one of my students, he said because we call the chameleon Bob the ambush predator, and he said Bob has got the worst scoliosis that I've ever seen. I said it's from all the back testing.
You get a lot of testing on your back, and you look the same way.
Yeah, I've got a bit of a nerve.
That's good.
Not
I
at all.
like that.
Yeah.
A lot of back testing.
Yeah. Yes, the crude oil is dried up now. This is why you don't look for setups after the settlement.
We're right.
I tell you, here we go again with S&Ps. Big size here on the bids.
Yeah.
Real big.
I'm heading for them.
We have single prints left. See, this is one thing with the neutral days. You always have to be on the lookout when the single prints appear on either side of the profile, directional single prints, and then don't go against them unless they close up again. So unless they get tuned up to the upside, we do not go against single prints. Otherwise, it's just standing in front of an oncoming train and going poof.
Yep. Well, my friends, it is 2:00 Central Time, and then we will be moving on to our power hour. And we do have Andrew, Jack, Hogue. Deanna, if you want to stick around, we were supposed to have Andre. Andre's still on vacay. Up to you.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, I can stick around. We're
all right. So we're gonna take a little break. And we're going to finish out this last power hour. We'll be right back.